Alright, we are back for round Uno against McWhalen. A little bit too many lands, but the mana is good. I don't think it's a mulligan. Obviously, if we draw more basics, or, you know, just more lands in general, it's gonna suck, but I mean, such is life. Sometimes you draw poorly. That's quite a strong creature, okay. Probably just gonna lash out. I'm gonna do it now because I could be running counterspell. Yeah. Don't think we're willing to wait here. Got a plains that we don't want. Nice to bottom that. They haven't got a swamp. And they bottomed it. Alright, so they also have enough lands, it seems. Arbiter of Knowledge. Oh, I thought it was knowledge, actually. Not gonna cast that soon, but since we have 6 land already, it's not the worst, right? Since we don't have a ton of action, we might fall a little bit behind in life. I mean, I guess if we're drawing spells, it's not gonna be the case, right? But seems like a fine card to be drawing when you're flooding. Is my point. Hornet Harasser. Okay. I mean, I think I can attack actually. I think I'm fine trading damage. If they want to trade, like, sure. This thing can get 2 for 1s. When it dies, gives -2 to something. So, I think I'm just happy enough trading here. It's quite relevant that it's not a Yume. So if you have a creature, you play Harasser, and they have no creature and they kill your Harasser, you might have to kill your other creature. Huh, interesting. Whenever you play a spell during your opponent's turn, you may return target creature you control to its owner hand. Tricky cards. I think that's a bit slow in general. I'm not a big fan of that card, but kind of annoying to play against, I guess. Kind of scary. Okay, so it looks like they are going to trade Hornet Harasser for the Mountain Walker, maybe? Yeah, I could have prevented damage, but it still dies, so... We can't really afford to draw more lands. 8 land 4 spell is kind of a very bad ratio already, so if we draw any more land, we're probably losing. On the bright side, the opponent also seems to have a fairly heavy on land draw, so... Interesting. Not sure why they are casting Pessimite now. Not sure I understand the upside of doing that. Maybe tapping my island because they want to resolve something and they don't want to play into my count spells. That I don't have count spells, right? But they could think we have some. This is just... yeah, this is the main thing I can think of right now. And now they get to resolve something they really care about, I guess. Eating sprites, okay. Huh. Okay, then it makes sense. This card makes me reveal X cards from my hand, which is the number of fairies they control. So it makes sense. Good thing we have 3 bad cards. Yeah. Giant Harbinger was a great top deck. Can grab a Cloud Goat. Well, Cloud Goat or Brian. I'm not even sure which one's better. I think it's Cloud Goat. Yeah, I think it's Cloud Goat. Both are quite great though, not gonna lie. And they have one card left in hand and just a bunch of small creature. So, kinda like our position here. Even if they have another Thieving Sprite, well, they can get our Arbiter of Knowledge, which is, you know, slightly annoying. But they are not getting the Cloud Goat. I guess I could have a counterspell left in hand, though. 3/4 is also kind of decent body, it's just gonna pressure them. Winnower. Okay. Don't think there's value in holding the land we have here. They know about Cloud Goat, so I might as well play it now. I mean, we're not gonna like change their play pattern by playing it afterwards. They just know about it. Can attack with Harbinger. If they want to trade with the Winnower, I'm happy enough. They might want to do that because I can give Flight to Cloud Goat, so it's like, yeah, not the best, maybe. Sure. Oh, sorry. There's a giant that's called Thundercloud Giant in the set that's kind of broken. Basically what it does is it's a 4/4 for 5, which is already a decent rate. When it enters the battlefield, deals X damage to every non-giant creature, where X is the number of giants you control. This thing is crazy good. Imagine on this board. I mean, would kill our token from Cloud Goat, right? Which is not ideal. But the card is just really, really good. Ringskeeper, okay. When it dies, they can clash. If they win the clash, they get it back, I believe. Kind of underwhelming, but yeah. We'll play Arbiter now. We're gonna be the one pressuring them, so we kind of want to play that ASAP. Otherwise, it gives them more life, right? Because both players get the highest life total, so. And I think we're attacking with like that. I don't think we're giving Fly to Cloud Goat. I guess I get to trade Ringskeeper. I mean, they can block 2 Kithkin Spirit. We're not gonna let one being eaten because we can use the Kithkin Healer. But even if we lose one, it's still not a big deal because we still keep 3 on the battlefield. And we can still use the ability. Looks like they're jumping, hoping to win the clash. Or they have a trick, I guess. Wings of Velis Whale. Velis Veil, rather. Bounce their thing back to their hand. Yeah. Not much we can do about that, I guess. It's pretty good. Still have the 5/5 though. We're gonna lose the Oaken Brawler, but I mean, it's not. I mean, I would be happy to cast it, right? But it's not a huge deal. They are not jumping with Ringskeeper, it seems. Yeah. Skeletal changing is kind of annoying, stops our attack on the ground. Now they're thinking about playing the Thieving Sprite or not. If they play, they can regenerate, but they might get a spell. And they do. Alright. Not the best row. Now we're in a little bit of trouble because they have a blocker for the 5/5. to take 7 here, down to 8 though. Still have a decent amount of pressure, but yeah. Game is not looking super good for us. Okay. Taking 4 in the air. Yeah, they're kind of winning the race. Yeah, the Regenerator top deck was kind of rough for us here. We can start playing more defensively and use healer on ourselves. Still taking 3 though, and we don't get to attack with Kithkin anymore, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. Looks like I drew a spell. They were thinking here. Yeah. We need to draw a spell, like, we can't really afford to draw more lands. Already got 10 lands out of our deck. Hopefully it's not a Shriek Maw, that would be pretty much game over. Hornet Harasser. So I can jump with Harasser, kill our healer here if we attack with Arbiter of Knowledge. That seems pretty bad. Probably gonna play that and pass. But the Flyers are gonna kill us. I don't think we have much. Alright, they did not attack with this one, so we have one more turn at least. Wow, plane's not gonna be helpful here. What happens if we attack with everybody? We just die, right? And they don't die, obviously. What can we draw into, though? It's gonna be too late for Brian. I guess we could draw the Sen, the Kithkin Lord. But then we... I guess if we draw Kithkin Lord, we could kind of kill them out of nowhere. That's 10% chance to draw that next upkeep. If our healer dies, we die. So attacking is not good. They can block with Harasser, kill our healer, and then we die. So I guess we have to hope they have nothing in hand, they draw nothing. We survive just one more turn and we draw a Sen and we can just barely kill them. 10% chance. That's probably our only out. I don't think there's anything else that does the trick. Chandra is cute, but it's not good enough. I guess we could draw Muldrifter into some other things. Going down to 1 here. Come on. Give me the Lord. I guess Muldrifter into Lord also does it. Probably my guess is we have 15% chance to win at this point. Wow, if they have a 6-drop, probably 0. I don't know what this is, but it's not a good news. I guess if it's just a blocker, we might be fine. Profane Command. Okay, so they just top deck the kill. Oh, that would have done the trick too. Fudge. I forgot about that card. Oh man. Oh, it feels bad. You know they just drew it too. They were probably better off giving fear to everything, by the way, over what they just did here. Yeah, that sucks. Fairies. We don't have anything especially good here. Should I be playing Crush Underfoot, by the way? We have 5 giants plus 2 changeling, and maybe I'm supposed to main deck that. I kind of forgot it was in the sideboard actually. 5 giants plus 2 changeling to kill small creature. It's not a fight, so this should probably be in the main deck. There's no argument to play 16 lands plus Twig. Not sure if I'm supposed to do that. Oh, we have more than 5 giants actually. We have like 6 giants. Yeah, this should definitely be in the main. I'm gonna change that right after this game, this match. I think cut the land. I don't know if it's right, but I think we'll try that. Crush Underfoot would certainly have won us the game instead of a land last. I mean, you don't want to be result oriented, right? It doesn't mean it's better than land always, but feels like we definitely a card you can play I completely forgot about, and with the Twig maybe playing 16 lands fine. Another 5-lander, which again is really kind of unfortunate and not so great, but we have Changeling, which is very good, and Cloud Goat, so I think it's a keep. Brown was a very nice draw, obviously. Nectar Fairy, I don't remember that thing being especially good. Target Fairy or Elf against Lifelink. Well, this could be a card that's better than I think it is. Thieving Sprite would be annoying. Thieving Sprite is kind of good for them here. Una's Prowler, okay. Wow, Nightblaze Stinger. I think we're gonna chill with the Changeling here. Not really willing to attack. And trade a bunch of damage. I hope they don't have Thieving Sprite here. They would get to remove our Cloud Goat from the hand. We have 2 pretty big threat though. I mean, we don't have the red for Chandra right now. But if we find it, it's just gonna shoot all the fairies one by one, so it's no joke. They haven't shown a ton of removal, so the 4/4 lifelinker might be pretty annoying for them too. Don't want to auto yield when they have Prowler. Maybe they have the +4/+4. I mean the turn into a 4/4 trick. So I go block Prowler with Changeling, and then they go turn it into a 4/4. Yeah. Interesting. I think we're attacking with Brian. Or not, I guess. Bestamite my Brian. Okay. Since we have Cloud Goat to block, I'm willing to attack with that. The Kithkin are really brutal for them because none of their creature can block them. I mean, can block them and survive. And you don't want to trade your entire board for half a card. interesting. Huh. If they have wings, they still rate 2 for 1, so... They could have a removal for Cloud Goat, I guess. I'm gonna do 5 power flyer, so like, if they want to go turn that into a 4 power creature and, oh, they have another Pestamite. Well, really, that's fine. I mean, I'm taking what, 4 here? 5? And then they're taking 10 or so. Sure. I'm gonna keep these planes in hand and maybe discard it later. Can just afford to take 5. 6 rather. It's just really not a big deal. Blind Spot Giant's pretty good. They are not winning this race, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. Especially being stuck on land. I mean, I guess they are not in a good spot. They can't really afford to play defensively either, I guess, so there is that. But if they want to trade damage, I'm all in for that. We had it like 3 to first strike and 4-3 for just 5 mana. That's kind of crazy. Their deck loses to Thundercloud Giant, the one I was mentioning, that we don't have in the deck, by the way. Deals X damage to every creature, which is the number of giants you control. Dowser, wow, Dowser's is great. But I think it's a little bit too late for Dowser. And all this 1 toughness creature. You're dead. What? Oh, they can... If they give lifelink to Prowler, I might discard a card. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They are just dead either way, I believe, but... Oh, you don't survive the next attack, dude. Alright. Hurly Burly would be freaking amazing. It is 2 mana, deal 1 damage to every creature with flying, or deal 1 damage to every creature without flying. This card, they just cannot beat, I believe. And it's a card you can easily get because it's just sideboard material. Unfortunately, we don't have any. I wonder if Wismere is actually a decent sideboard option, not because they feel an enchantment, but because it blocks literally everything they have. Probably should bring that in. Cut the Oaken Brawler. Oh, I guess Hillcomber Giant. Probably a little bit. Well, no, actually, we have Giant synergies, so this thing is just fine as a 3/3 Heal Giant. Actually, actual Giant. That's funny. Yeah. That seems good. I mean, Cloud God, I think it's really tough for them to beat. The 1/10 here is maybe a tiny bit clunky here, not looking too hot, but we just need to draw lands and we should be in good spot with this hand. If they have a bunch of cheap fairies, could be tough, I guess. Our draw is a little bit medium. Ringskeeper. Blind Spot Giant. Not gonna attack or block super quickly, but the fact that it enables Crush Underfoot is really nice. They are attacking, okay. If they play a Thieving Sprite, probably gonna reveal Arbiter and Harbinger. Ooh, Wizened Sand. Actually gonna play that. Was gonna play the Blind Spot Giant to enable Crush Underfoot, but since this seems like much better use of our mana. Looks like I might have something here.
No. We need lands. We really need lands. I guess this could have been a plains. Are we gonna lose because I changed a plane for that? Maybe. You need a couple. I feel like you need a couple removal for fairies to be good. Looks like they have Pestamite here, which I guess counts as a removal. In this particular, no? They could have Pestamite and they want to trade with the Lord. I think I'm fine with that, really. Because we're kind of having trouble. Or that, okay. Harbinger, I guess, sure. We're a little bit on the back foot, but we have very strong late game and larger creatures, so just trading with their flyer is nice because they are pressuring us quite a bit. Getting nameless inversion, okay. Well, that stops the blind spot giant from doing its thing, I guess. We drew a land though, which is really nice. One of the best land we could draw. So yeah, they seem really soft to Cloud Goat, which is nice. The pecking in the air with the 1-power creature is real though. Eventually will die. Huh. Interesting. We haven't seen any count spell. We know they have an instant speed removal, plus they could easily have a Pestamite. I think it's Cloud Goat time. It feels real bad if it gets countered, but again, we've seen no count spell. Oh, fudge, they just have one here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Oh, actually, have we seen Fairy Trickery? Trickery earlier? Maybe we have. Huh. I didn't remember any count spell, but obviously was kind of wrong here. I mean, not wrong, but they did have one. Maybe we should leave them with fairly high life total for Arbiter of Knowledge, by the way. Their last card is a Winnower. Oh, that's really nice. Choose a giant you control, it deals damage. So we're gonna get Brian. Next turn we can go Brian, kill something, gain 4. That's kind of great. And they just have a nameless left, just 2/1/1. Yeah, I think we're looking good here, unless they top deck something like Profane Command, like game 1. Get the Brian. Probably attack with Blind Spot Giant. Happy to trade with Winnower or Nameless Inversion. Fine. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good here. Obviously, a card like Profane Command could just, like, if they get to kill Brian, reanimate Harbinger, get a fairy, suddenly we're probably losing, but how they are thinking. Man, I feel like they drew Profane Command, which is like the literal worst case scenario, and they want to keep it for Brian. I'd rather do that when they're tapped out or they don't have cards in hand, because if they answer by bouncing something, it really sucks. No trade. They could have done a count spell too, I guess, which would be kind of bad for us, right? I'm so freaking afraid of Profane Command, though. This card is broken. We really put ourselves in good position, but Profane Command could just... Okay, we'll crush Underfoot in response. Let me read it one last time. Choose a giant creature you control, it deals damage. So it's not a fight spell, it's like really... Choose a target to be dealt damage. Oh yeah, I just don't want to mess up. Choose a target to be dealt damage. Okay. What? Wait. I never... Oh, choose a giant. Why is it afterward? It's so odd. Huh. Very weird. Kinda sucks losing the Arbiter, but we can't cast it, and yeah, okay. Now, unless they top deck Profane Command, they're just not gonna beat Brian with a bunch of 1-1. Just winning the race by a lot. I guess I can Ringskeeper block and hope to win a bunch of clashes in a row to survive. Plover Knight was a great top deck for sure. I don't mind trading the hair for their stuff. But I guess since we just drew a Kithkin, we can wait, it's actually better. Also, I would probably take the trade, but like we can attack with a 2-2 next turn. Chem blocks. And I'm so afraid of Profane Command. Got a Swamp on top, we got a Wismare. I don't think Wismare is like extremely exciting, but it matches up well against pretty much 90% of their creatures, so better than land. I don't think it's the type of thing we bottom. A Prowler. That's fine. I think we're just attacking with everything. We're getting to a point where even Profane Command might not save them, which is nice. I guess they can kill the Plover Knight, get back Winnower to block Brian, but then I shoot them, so... Sure, I could discard Wismare. And I'm actually gonna do that. Oh, they're just dead here. Oh no, they can give lifelink to something. So they go down to 1. But they'll lose their entire board and I keep my Brian, so... I don't really know how they get out of that. Seems difficult. Arbiter of Knowledge would be pretty bad here. Gives the opponent 18 life. No, 21 life, damn. Alright. Well, we got there. Hope you enjoyed. That was round 1. Thanks for watching. See you for round 2.